Tori Nagel.
And I'm Olivia Bracia.
And this is your Weird National News.
On October 4th, a new documentary is to air about the world's oldest people. Walter the Movie, made by a Colorado filmmaker, Hunter Weeks, interviewed 6 different old souls in hope of finding the secret to elongated life. Weeks recounted the experience as oddly uncomfortable, because in his interviewing he realized these very people are at the end of their lives. The man the film is based off of, Walter Bruning, lived to be almost 115 years old. So what is the secret? Apparently, for Bruning, it was smoking cigars until the age of 99. Upholding this unhealthy habit and living so long to tell the tale is still a mystery, but certainly makes for a great story to share.
Okay, first thing is, doing this film is so uncomfortable. People are about to die. Well, they're old. What were you expecting?
Yeah, I'd be more interested in how they define all of medical science.
Yeah, whatever. Well, next up, one man has had a bone to pick for the past 5 years. Derek Nance of Kentucky has eaten nothing but raw meat for 5 years of his life from animals he butchered himself. This might seem sick to you and kind of gross, but it actually helped cure him of his nausea disorder. According to the Huffington Post, several years ago, Nance discovered that he was constantly vomiting. He tried a variety of different diet plans, but none of them seemed to work until he tried a carnivore diet. From then on, Nance became healthier and stronger than ever before. As weird as this story is, I'm sure we're all glad that Nance is healthy again.
Yeah,
That's disgusting. Completely raw meat. I can't imagine.
Yeah. In other news, China's National Tourism Administration just published a guidebook for civilized tourism in order to advise Chinese nationals not to pick their noses in public, urinate in pools, or steal airplane life jackets. The guidebook includes several other tidbits on how to function in different cultures when they are touring. The guidebook was published in an effort to encourage Chinese people that are traveling abroad to make being a civilized tourist a main priority. Not surprisingly, the Chinese government is trying to improve the image of the civilization that is China.
I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's all pretty, decent things.
I wonder if, is it normal for them to pick their nose where they're from?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know. That's really weird. Oh, well.
For those common sense.
Ever sent a text message to the wrong person? Well, chances are that didn't end up getting you arrested. But sadly, in New Jersey, that was the case for one man. This man accidentally sent a text message setting up a drug deal to a detective on the local police force. An undercover operation ensued, and the police found the man in possession of marijuana. The moral of this story is, most importantly, don't do drugs, but also check before you text.
Did you know there's an app where you can you can disable being able to contact certain people at certain times when you feel like you're gonna text and you're vulnerable or whatever.
That's really useful.
Yeah,
I feel like,
it's
especially
not for everything.
For college kids, you're in a drug test, text your ex, don't do it.
Yeah, I think that's great. Now, what if I said there is now a new perfume that is encouraging women to eat more toast? The UK Federation of Bakers just came out with a new perfume called Eau de Toast. That is remarkably close to smelling like toasted bread. The point of this perfume is to remind women to maintain a healthy, balanced diet in the world of obsessively skinny-seeking women. Eau de Toast is part of the Slice of Life campaign. This campaign is emphasizing that bread is actually a great source of nutrients and vitamins. This particular product is exemplifying the campaign's efforts to raise awareness in women who may be carbohydrate concerned.
I love carbs. I'm not concerned. I love them. I'll eat them all day, every day.
I live off bread, so.
Oh, definitely. One man in Connecticut was taken into custody earlier this week after a video of him shoving a goat into his trunk was sent to the police. Ernesto Rodriguez brought the goat at a livestock auction, then drove 30 minutes home with the animal in his trunk. When the police investigated further, they found that 5 chickens were also in the back of his car. Sure sounds like he's halfway to a farm in his vehicle, doesn't it? Rodriguez has been charged with animal cruelty and is due in court later this month.
I mean, good reason, right?
Yeah, just be nice to goats. What'd they ever do to you?
In other news, a reappearing image of a man from China growing a nose on his forehead is proven to be real. The man reportedly had suffered from an unreplaceable nose damage when he got in a car accident. In an effort to reconstruct his face, surgeons are growing the replacement on his forehead. Apparently, this idea is not a new one, as the director of facial plastic surgery, Patrick Brine, shed some light on the process. Apparently, the forehead grows skin that remarkably matches the tissues needed to recreate a nose. Previous to proving the very realness of this image, many believed it to be a horror movie ad enhanced by computer imaging, when in actuality, it is just another innovative method of performing a nose job.
I just like to imagine what it'd be like if your nose was on your forehead and you're going to smell a flower. Yeah. Are you just
I wonder if he where did the actual nose go though?
I don't I don't know. Science is great, but that's strange. Well, Olivia, do you like road trips?
Oh yeah.
Well, imagine taking a 3 million mile one. A man named Irv Gordon did just that in his 1966 Volvo. That's right, Gordon drove 3 million miles in the same car. If this car was a space shuttle, it would have made it from the Earth to the Moon and back 6 times. Gordon says that he drove so much because he wanted to experience America, and he has visited nearly every single state in his travels.
Talk about going like above and beyond, man. Like,
We're achiever.
just drive like a couple hours.
I'd love to see all of America, though. That'd be really cool.
And take a plane.
No, I like driving. I think it's pretty cool. That's all for our Weird National News, but stay tuned because next we have Jake and Susanna with our Weird Science News.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Weekly What's Up. I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Jacob Clore.
And this is your Weird Science News. This past Sunday was the series finale of Breaking Bad. In remembrance, I thought we should start the show off with some related story. If you haven't watched the show, the initial plot is the lead character turns to making crystal meth to make money to ensure his family has money after he dies where he's sick with cancer.
It's a complicated plot.
It really is. Crystal meth is in a class of drugs called methamphetamines, which also includes the drug us college kids know to help us cram for exams, Adderall. Researchers at the Scripps Research Institute have created a new kind of medicine that can erase bad memories and not touch others, which are also in this methamphetamine family. They've made this happen in mice, and they're experimenting with a form for humans.
I have so many bad memories I just want to get rid of, so let me have it.
Hopefully they can make it happen.
Yeah. So, Susanna, apparently one Chinese hospital wants a certain type of person for their research on human blood. The Peking University Cancer Hospital put out a request for the blood of females ranging in age from 18 to 24. Oh yeah, and they have to be virgins. Some think that the hospital is performing human sacrifices, but the hospital is actually researching the human papillomavirus, which is usually transmitted through sexual contact. The risk for the virus is low among those who have not had sex before. The spokesman for the hospital, Guan Zhiping, said too much attention to sensitive words like virgin and sex is not necessary in this context. It still provides for a good laugh, though.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean, like, just the requirements. Imagine the ads. Like, there are ads for for surveys on the Blacksburg Transit. We need virgins.
We need virgin blood in
Yes.
our hospitals. That's so... Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, NASA will pay you $18,000, and all you have to do is lay in bed for 70 days. But to be selected, there's a catch. You have to be considered as fit as an astronaut, as well as have a full psychological analysis to confirm that you can mentally handle being lazy for that long.
I know I can't. I need to get up and do something. Being at home alone, just in bed. Yeah. it's
I
not
can
work.
see myself being that lazy, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely not fit enough to be an astronaut.
Yeah,
and I
imagine how much weight you gain just being lazy for that long.
I think there's a height requirement to be an astronaut too, and I
Yeah.
definitely don't reach that criteria.
Maybe I do. One scientific topic that never fails to fascinate most humans is time travel. According to celebrated physicist Brian Cox, time travel may be possible, but in only one direction. Cox stated the central question is, can you build a time machine? The answer is yes, you can go into the future. You've got almost total freedom of movement in the future. Cox stated that according to Einstein's theory of relativity, one could travel at an incredibly fast speed and make it to the future. However, traveling to the past is a lot less likely. Cox has stated that a wormhole would be needed for traveling through the past, although he doesn't rule out the possibility of this.
So basically, Back to the Future is finally coming to life.
Yeah, except for only into the future.
True. No back. No back.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
no
story.
turning back.
There are many different myths and stories of people turning to stone, such as the Greek myth of Medusa and her stone-cold glare, and King Midas's golden touch. But there is actually a lake in Tanzania that turns animals into stone statues. The alkalinity of water is extremely high, ranging in pHs of between 9 and 10.5. The water's temperatures can reach 140 degrees, and it's full of a compound that contains sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, better known as baking soda, named natron, hence where the lake got its name. The high soda content is what preserves them. Here is a creepy photograph of what these statues look like.
So apparently they just go into the water and then bam.
They
Stone.
just kind of fall in and die. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it's awful. Poor animals. Unfortunately, everyone's favorite science guy, Bill Nye, was voted off Dancing with the Stars on Monday. As we told you last week, Bill Nye the Science Guy was competing on the ABC's famous dancing competition and provided a very pleasant surprise for the judges. On the prior week's episode, Nye had torn a ligament during a dance. During this week's dance, Nye danced the robot to Daft Punk's Get Lucky, so he did not have to use his legs. The judges and the rest of America were not thrilled with his rendition. Ironically enough, Nye was ready to quit the show so that no one would have to be eliminated that night. However, he was told by the host that he was going to be voted off, so his kind gesture was not necessary. Talk about awkward.
That makes me sad. I wanted
I know.
him to win.
I mean, I thought that he was kind of the favorite, you know? I guess the rest of America wasn't thrilled with just the robot, so.
He was my favorite. I guess
Yeah.
I'll have to root for Snooki now.
Yeah, and he probably would have quit anyway just due to injury, so unfortunately injuries can't end careers.
I hope he gets better soon.
Mm-hmm.
A new major dinosaur fossil site was found just inside the Arctic Circle. This past summer, thousands of footprints of different dinosaur species were found along the banks of Alaska's Yukon River. Scientists from the University of Alaska found these footprints embarked on a 500-mile journey down the river, which supplied the scientists with 2,000 pounds of new fossilized evidence they existed. I don't know about you, but Alaska is one of the last places I would have expected to find evidence of dinosaurs.
Exactly. Because you think about dinosaurs, you think of like temperate climate, you think of like equator kind of.
Tropical, like the...
Yeah, really nice, like Land Before Time.
I was thinking more Jurassic Park, but that works too.
This next story sounds a lot like a science fiction movie. In China, killer hornets have killed at least 28 people in several attacks. Chinese officials have warned their citizens to avoid walking through fields and wooded areas. Seems like they might as well just stay inside. The hornet in question, the Asian giant hornet, can grow to more than 2 inches and deliver venom containing a potent neurotoxin. They can fly at 25 miles an hour and 62 miles in a single day. They mostly feed on mantises, bees, and other insects. They have been known to wipe out entire hives of honeybees by biting off their heads and stealing their honey and larvae. It sounds like you do not want to run into this insect, Susanna.
I already have a fear of hornets, so this makes it even worse.
Yeah, I mean, they're so vicious, you know? It's not like they just kill them, they bite off their heads. That's...
Do you think this is going to be like the next Godzilla or
I have
King
no
Kong
idea.
or something?
China, you better watch out. Sounds like you guys have been in the news a lot lately.
Definitely. That's all we have for our weird science news, but stay tuned because when we come back, we'll have Key and Corey with Girls vs. Food.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
I'm Key. And I'm Corey. This is Girls vs. Food. We're here today at Benny Marzano's in downtown Blacksburg, home of the Virginia Slice. Let's go inside. Benny Marzano's, commonly referred to as Benny's, is home of the Virginia Slice, or other kids call the Big Ass Pizza.
What?
A popular food joint, its signature is the sheer size and generous portions of the pizza they make. Although it may seem like any other pizza making process, the employees here really pride themselves on being able to satisfy their customers' need for a food rich in flavor and quality, all while staying well within a college student's budget. Once you order, it takes an agonizing 10 minutes for the food to be ready, but it is well worth the wait because it's fresh, delicious, and right out of the oven. Their friendly service is welcoming, and the wait is accompanied by a rather excellent music choice. Key had the chance to speak with Mario, who has worked at Benny's since its inception.
Hi, I'm Key, and I'm on Girls vs. Food, and I'm here today with Mario at Benny's, one of the iconic food locations in Blacksburg. How are you doing today?
Doing alright.
I interrupted him for his busy schedule today. He's got a lot of customers here, it seems like it, and he's been busy throwing up that pizza dough and putting it in the oven and everything. So how's your working experience at Benny's overall?
Well, it's good that you guys asked me to work for a dinner because I probably actually worked here longer than any other person that's worked here. I worked here since we first opened 2 years ago.
2 years ago? It's been that recent, really?
Yeah, we opened up in August 2011.
Wow.
And so for me, I've been able to see like the Benny's transformation from like when we first opened. We didn't have like, you gotta do word of mouth. We barely had customers at first. Not many people heard of us. And now everyone knows.
Everyone's heard
even
of
all
you.
the freshmen come here. So.
Even if they don't know the name, they know you guys as the place with the giant pizza, basically.
Right.
How big is that pizza exactly?
The whole pizza is 28 inches.
28 inches. And, sorry, go ahead, I keep going.
So that's like, if you want to compare it to like Domino's pizza, that's like surface area of like 2 or 3 large pizzas.
That's pretty good. And it's only what is it?
So it's $4 for cheese and it's $5 for topping pizza. So if you want a slice of pepperoni or sausage or anything like that, it's $5 after tax.
The pictures on the small here, it seems like it has some significance. I don't know. Just decorations or?
Well, see, these are all like different pizza places in like New York, New Jersey. I think some of them might be that one's in Williamsburg.
Do you want to just come on? Right there? This way? Gotcha.
So this is like, well, so when we first opened, one of the owners, Chris Brown, of course, he's from Virginia Beach, but he also like went to his master's in New York somewhere, in New Jersey, that area. And so like, his actual thesis was Benny's. The idea of Benny's was his thesis for his master's degree.
As a business model, right?
Yeah, as a business model.
Nice, all right.
And so, he did his research whatever, he went around different pizza places, and while he was there, he took pictures. So, there's actually this picture right here, that's him.
That's him right here?
Yeah, and then that's his cousin Ryan, who's actually the manager at our Radford store.
So the Benny's pizza slice is based off of the New York style, right?
Similar.
How's
It's it's basically like a New York style pizza, but in Virginia. And, so it's based on it looks like thin crust.
Yeah.
We try to change up a little bit. You don't want to do it that like New York, but the idea is to have like a New York style pizza in Virginia.
Gotcha. So you're bringing something like urban elements within here, and then just like mixing with like the small town culture and everything.
Right.
Very nice.
So this is actually our first store, and since we opened, like I told you, we opened in August 2011.
Yeah.
And so since then, we've opened up a store in Roanoke, a store in Radford, and we also have another location, Prices Fork, that does delivery.
Nice.
So we're on expansion really quickly here.
That's good. Okay, so you got like 3 chains going on right now, right? Do you know if the owner is planning on this to be a franchise?
I don't think we're trying to do a franchise. We're trying to keep it local pretty much. Not all local, as in like different small towns. So like each store has a different name. So each store is not Benny Marzano's. So there's Benny Marconi's, Benny Nicolas, and more names to come in the future.
I know for you alcohol drinkers out there who want to party on a Friday night, I know there's a Benny's somewhere in Roanoke, I believe, that's planning on getting their ABC license so that they can serve.
Roanoke already serves alcohol.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry, my bad.
The Radford store, I think, I'm not sure if they got the ABC license in Radford yet, but I know they've been working on it. So.
Been working on it? Alright.
I mean, they're working on it at the end like before the summer just started, so I'm pretty sure they probably have it by now. If I take a guess.
There you go. You should totally go there. Do you know how long it'll take before this place also gets to it?
Oh, we're not selling out, but yeah, we're
Okay.
wanting to get. I don't know if you guys have been here at night time. It gets pretty crazy.
Oh.
Like the lines out the door, lots of drunk people doing drunk things. So.
You got a lot of stories to tell us. You got a lot of stories to tell
I
us.
definitely could, but I don't know if they're all appropriate.
Thank you very much. You did great. So finally, we're back to our pizza and our drinks. They have an amazing drink selection.
Drink selection. They have vanilla Coke here.
And they have samples, every single kind. You should totally come on by. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to take a bite.
We're going to split this sweet sausage pizza.
Yeah, because there's no way I could eat all this.
It's a Manatee special.
But it is a Manatee special. It's amazing. All right, ready? Bon appetit. See you next time on Girls vs. Queens.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel
VTTV.
33.
What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel
VTTV.
33.
What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the weekly What's Up. I'm Macy Kinder.
And I'm Rhiannon Miller.
And these are your Weird World Facts.
Macy, did you know that Kesha spends more money a month on glitter than most people spend on rent?
Can we just think about that for a second? I pay about $400 a month on rent. She's spending more than $400 on glitter.
That is just, imagine trying to get that off of you like in the shower. That'll take days to scrub off.
She probably showers in glitter.
Yeah, most of that's probably just messed up skin cells.
Brianna, did you know that wearing headphones for just an hour will increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times?
Ew, that's disgusting considering the amount of time I wear my headphones a day.
I literally sit in my headphones literally probably 22 hours a day.
Oh my
In the
goodness.
library, there's probably millions of bacteria in our ears.
So what does that mean? Like,
Where does that go?
ew. That's probably why my headphone quit working today. It's probably just backed up
The
with
bacteria stopped it. There's no more music coming through.
Hippopotomonstroso-sesquipedoclotphobia is the fear of long words. Did you know that?
I'm sorry, could you just maybe say that again for a second?
I'm afraid I can't. That would be way too hard. Did
It's
you
a-
not see me try that the first time?
Why is it a long word for a fear of long words?
I'm kind of afraid of that word.
In the course of an average lifetime, you will, while sleeping, eat 70 assorted insects and 10 spiders.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Actually, now that I think about it, my mom told me that when she was little, the candy store used to sell chocolate-covered grasshoppers and spiders, and you could eat that for fun.
I'm taking the whole putting the covers over my face in literal terms now. That makes me so scared. Like fingerprints, everyone's tongue print is different.
Okay, so you know we did like thumbprints. What if we like open doors with our tongues?
Have you seen Willy Wonka where they put their tongues on and taste it?
See, they had it the whole time.
That's how they're gonna open the next elevators, I guess.
A person can live without food for about a month, but only about a week without water. If the amount of water in your body is reduced by just 1%, you'll feel thirsty. If it's reduced by 10%, you'll die.
Dang, that's kind of weird considering I don't really drink that much water.
Me either. I was just thinking that I feel like I never drink
I'm
anything.
always thirsty. I probably need to be careful.
We're
with that.
basically on the verge of dying.
Obviously.
You probably, after this episode, done.
Did you know that human birth control pills work on gorillas as well?
Okay, I'd like to know how they figured that one out.
That's kind of weird. Like, how would you test that?
And I feel like a gorilla's pretty big for the size of a birth control pill.
Yeah, like, how would that take care of it all?
Speaking of gorillas, did you know that gorillas sleep as much as 14 hours per day?
Hey, no wonder we're related. That's so me.
That is definitely me. I feel like I sleep all day long.
I took a 3-hour nap today. On average, 12 newborns will be given to the wrong parents daily.
Okay, those poor parents.
I know.
Aren't you a trained professional? Isn't it your job
It's
to
your
get the baby
job.
to the
I
right
don't know.
parent?
When they're that young, you've kind of, I don't know, they look all the same to me.
I don't know. So I guess when I have a child one day, I'm
You
gonna
gotta
like
keep
mark
your eyes
them,
on
get
them.
my Sharpie out, sign my signature.
Have you ever seen that show, Swits at Birth?
Oh gosh.
Season 2, 3, 4, just gonna keep going.
Beetles taste like apples, wasps like pine nuts, and worms like fried bacon.
I have a hard time believing that.
Okay, that's a little weird. I thought everything tastes like chicken.
Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is prove this fact. Just go out in the drill field.
Oh no.
Dig some
okay,
up.
you dig it. I'll stand there. I'll hand you a fork.
Okay.
Maybe I'll stand there with water.
If it tastes like that, $10. What is it called a French kiss in the English-speaking world is known as the English-French kiss in France.
Okay, that's weird. So we call it a French kiss, and they call it an English kiss. So where did it originate?
It's like the chicken and the egg.
Yeah, like did the chicken come first, or
Or
did the egg come first? So did the French people start using the tongue first, or was it us?
Who knows? I don't even know how to trace that back.
Right-handed people live, on average, 9 years longer than left-handed people. Can I first say I'm a winner?
I'm left-handed.
Oh no, poor
I know.
you.
I'm left-handed and blonde. There's definitely something
Oh
wrong with
man,
that.
you got the worst of everything right there.
Maisie, did you know that the world's oldest piece of chewing gum is over 9,000 years old?
That is disgusting. Should we go chew it now?
It's probably like as hard as a rock.
How are they sure it's chewing gum? Like I feel like chewing gum's a pretty new invention.
Yeah.
Is it like rubber? Like chewing gum kind of like
But
rubber?
if it, you know how it gets hard overnight, it'll probably look just like a rock. There's probably fossils embedded.
It literally
in
is a
the gum.
rock. Well, that's all for our real world facts. But tune in next week for some more weird news.
He's set to. Sorry.
Just welcome back to the We League What's Up. I'm Tori Nagel.
And I'm Olivia Brasher.
From then on, Nance became healthier. What? Bleh, sorry.
Take it.
Drunk was sent to the police. Ernesto Rodriguez.
Ernesto
She tried.
Rodriguez.
I tried. I'm a Greek man.
Rodriguez.
Earlier this week, after a video of him shoving a goat into his trunk was sent to the police. Ernesto Rodriguez was brought.
Wait,
I'm doing so much on his name.
you shoved a goat into the trunk?
Yes.
He believed it to be a horror movie.
We're just like struggle lesson today.
Previous.
Welcome back to Weekly What's Up. Oh, that's kind of awkward. Maybe you should say it first.
You start.
Turns into making.
It turns into crystal meth.
He turns into crystal meth.
Countdown.
Almost total freedom. Okay. Science guy, Bill Nye the Science Guy, was voted off the I'm sorry.
Restart.
Yeah.
Don't
Countdown.
say science guy. Which supplied the scientists. Should I restart with?
The scientists.
And blah 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 blah. That wasn't real life.
Yeah, we have to
What
switch it up.
happened there?